All right. Hey, Koso. Jello hat, I like it. Oh, Jello. I just brushed my teeth, but let's see if I've been playing a bit of everything, some brews, some saltai, and haven't been doing super well. So let's see if I can do a bit better. Was Mono Red. Hey Snarks, I live right outside of Paris, in a little city called Montmorency. Takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to get to downtown Paris. Hey Shelly, what about you Snarks? Where are you from? Argon Platypus. Thanks for the Twitch Prime resub. Appreciate it. Ooh, Get Smart is here too. Have you seen the 30-land mono red deck that abuses the shuffler? I've seen Elias, I haven't actually seen it in action. Alright, we need a frenzy because looks like they've stabilized. Playing Harpooner is interesting. I don't think it's very good in best of ones. Doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Oh, there we go. So what did Carson say? You're supposed to play... I think you're supposed to play the land the first time. You're supposed to play land number 6. Obviously it didn't work out this time. Am I close to sub points for a new emote? I think I've had a new emote available for a while now. Alright, I'm not the greatest experimenter of all times, apparently. Still in a decent spot. Or also, I suppose I just killed Jade Life Ranger. We're also Vivian Reed proof now, kind of, which is nice. It looks like this game's pretty much over. Hey Auntie, wow. It's like the who's who of my subs this morning, or early afternoon in my case. Now we're really Vivian proof. I'm guessing I'm like 100% to win this game at this point. I literally don't think I'll lose this game once in 100 times. It's maybe like if I get really unlucky and they get a bunch of Carnage Tyrant next turn. Seems almost impossible though. Let's shrug them. tiny bit late. Alright, that's GG. Alright, I'm playing 20 lands with 4 Frenzy. There's a bunch of different versions. Frenzy's good against Frenzy's really good in this matchup. Assuming it's somewhat decent in the mirror match. Depends on the games. If you're playing against Esper all the time, maybe playing Risk Factor over Frenzy is better. Nassif playing Monored, what a time to be alive, yeah. Alright, I'm in a decent spot here. Just need them to not go like guy into guy locks it on. I guess if I draw land, game's over. If I don't draw land, it's kind of tricky. I think I have one more turn. Alright, I want to stop after attackers. It was highlighted, so I thought I had it, but I'll miss out on 2 damage. I don't think this game's going to come down to a race anyways. Yami Color got second at the GP. Another solid proof that my theory about yellowhat chat was true. Yeah. Obviously it was true. We're just waiting for you, Makis. You're gonna win the next Mythic Championship. To beat the enemy, you must know the enemy. This is research, right? Yeah, right. It's obviously it's research. Add sense for more zeros in the title. Wow, that's next level. Well, we never drew the fur lands. I guess maybe I was supposed to light up the stage a bit earlier. It's kind of unfortunate. Can I still go off somehow? So I can cast Chain Whirler and I get a bunch of tokens, but that does nothing for me. Do I have to chump attack just to be able to cast Alright, I think I have to do that. How do I feel about Frenzy versus Risk Factor? I'm not a mono-red expert, but I think Frenzy is probably a bit better. It's not exactly what we were looking for. Alright. It's really a classic game of like missing the fur land drop. I guess next time I'm in that spot I will just sack the Firebrand and play light up the stage for 1 mana. Hey J-Champ. You have one of the hardest names to say. Why do people play Rest in Peace and Surgical? Well, I think one of the reasons is that you want more than free Rest in Peace right now in some matchups. Another reason is that Surgical is good with a Field of Runes in matchups like Tron and Valakut. Not a card you want to draw too many of, but drawing ones can be game winning. Alright, this is probably the matchup where I would rather have Risk Factor than Frenzy. How big of a win streak are you on? 0, just lost. I think I messed up. They probably have Kaya's Wrath. Right. I should have fired off both burn spells on my turn. That was a mistake. It's not even that bad of a mistake, honestly, because it makes their absorb super awkward. I'm just gonna say go again. I guess I forgot about Vraska's Contempt. That was pretty amazing draw. So where did I mess up this game? I feel like maybe on turn 4 I'm supposed to play Train Whirler into an Absorb, and it's not the end of the world. They have Moment of Craving or Cast Down. I didn't have anything. I don't know, playing around Absorb is probably the most important thing in this matchup, but it's been pretty good. Yeah. Can you ever beat Esper or Krasis decks or Hostage Taker? Problem with these decks is that I don't think they're going to be the decks you really want to beat all the time, like red and white. You're still going to stumble and lose a decent bit of the time. And then you're going to have like probably bad matchups against Hostage Taker, against Esper. Local meta is very Phoenix Dredge heavy right now. I've got 2 Surgical, 2 Rest in Peace. Yeah, I mean Graveyard Hate is good against the Phoenix deck, but it's not the end all be all. It's not like against Dredge where it's really good. Alright, I think I just have to play Chain Whirler. It's not a game where I can afford to sit around, unfortunately. And if they have it, they have it. Alright, they don't have it. They don't even have a Vraska's Contempt. I'm gonna keep my Shock in case. Oh, that would be a reason to keep Shock too. I was thinking about if I draw Frenzy and they go to Fairy minus, then I can finish up the Teferi. Yikes. It's kind of tough to know. Sometimes you're against white and you miss your 3rd land drop and you're like, alright, I probably do need 20 lands, and then other times you draw, you know, almost as many lands than spells. This game's probably over. Maybe not over, but I'm definitely an underdog. These I didn't have Absorb. Wow, they're discarding Sinister Sabotage? That is not good. Playing Sabotage over Absorb in a mono red meta seems pretty weird. Alright, I just lose. I've actually got Steam Cam. Am I a madman? I think so. Especially if you're playing Frenzy. I lose to Steamkin a lot. I don't know, Steamkin's pretty high variance. Yeah, it's playing black green, I think. He was earlier. I don't quite get why you played black green over Sultai. I still... Is it really like saving a couple points of damage from Shocklands against red and it's slightly better mana? Is it really worth not playing Crazy and Hostage Taker? Really? Must have Bloodgorse Walker. I'm shocked he didn't just take light up the stage. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Probably gonna play Wild Horse Walker, and I'm gonna feel. I guess I can just use. Never mind. I can just like double Firebrand. Bad. One would have been nice, but I'll take that. Alright, I'm just gonna play the Frenzy right away. Hopefully they don't go around Vivian Reed. Come on, land. Land spell. Nice. Land 1 mana spell. That's not bad though. I'll backup Frenzy. It's perfect too because I draw it. So if they ever have Vivian Reed, I can just recast one at some point. So we've got him in the Frenzy lock right now. Except he has infinite value. But with Steamkin and Frenzy, honestly, I could just easily go off. Or I could hit land. Or I could not. Tricky. It's not gamble. I gambled and I lost. I didn't really want to kill Jadeite Ranger because I have Chain Whirler to block them, and I don't know, maybe I should have killed Jadeite Ranger anyways. Oh wow, okay. I think I'm still okay though. I don't think it's the end of the world. Yeah, I probably messed up. I probably got super greedy with the lightning last turn. Wait, that expensive? He's gonna be back. Yeah, he's gonna get back to. Should have gone after the Walker first. Yeah. But he has a Walker. I mean, you can back Walker J Lights. But yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, Walker's unkillable. Yeah, I probably didn't play this game very well at all. I like went after the Walker when I shouldn't have, and then didn't go after it when I should. All right. I got owned. I didn't play that game very well, have I? I don't know why I played land from. All right. I'm learning. I'm just still learning. That's not very good. It's really cool, but I'm definitely should have won this game by now. Am I just dead on board? Oh no, I have it. Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Wait. Alright, well, this was not very good. Man, back to bottom tier. Did I just miss lethal? Probably. Look at all the NPL players just stuck at Platinum 4 because best of one's just a freaking nightmare. And everything's 50-50. Salut Louis. Tu veux un petit mode? Oh, petit mode. Yeah, BO1 is honestly not very interesting. Well, it might be interesting, but yeah, climbing BO3 is like super easy, or was super easy. I don't know if it's still easy. But climbing best of one is just variance fast. Did Canister get to Mythic? Was Mono Red? I was watching his stream earlier. Seems like he's just gonna register 2 Mono Red decks for the invitation. I saw Javier Dominguez and Mengucci both playing that deck. Not sure why it's good. Isn't that deck just awful against red and awful against white? Why is climbing best of for easier? Because you get to play a full match, so your win rate is just higher. It's just math. Basically, imagine you're 60% against your opponent. Well, if you're 60% every game or whatever, 55% every game, then over the match you're going to be higher than that. And then when you win the match, you're going to get 2 ranks. When you lose, you also lose 2, but Whereas if it's best of ones, you're going to be like, you know, just 55% to win the game. So also you get to play with sideboard. It's more, I don't know. I think it's just better for the better player. I've been playing best of ones recently because I'm tired of seeing Nexus all the time. Well, the thing is with Nexus is that it's banned in best of one, so there's probably a weird thing where people who have the cards or like to play Nexus, they're all concentrated in the best of 3 queues. So one of the problem with this matchup for the Reclamation deck is that even when it gets to do its thing, I can still burn them out or whatever, you know? Whereas, you know, I still have reach. Whereas against a deck like Sultari, if you get to like Reclamation and fire off one big explosion, you're usually like just so far ahead, it's almost impossible to lose. That's not exactly true because you can play 3 games of best of ones while someone play best of 3, so your win percentage the same. Only difference is you usually get from sideboarding if you have any. Well, I don't know. I'm sure that's not how the math works. So imagine you win a match 2-1, then you gain 2 ranks. If you win 2 games and then you lose 1, you won 1 rank. But it's a bit more complicated than that, obviously. But it's much easier to rank up in best of. It would be much easier for me to rank up in best of 3. Alright, I'm assuming I just burn every creature and hope I draw a Frenzy and he doesn't. Pretty gross that I don't have a Chain Whirler here. Not even gonna bother with the Steam Can. Please try and play it with a spell so it just doesn't die to a Chain Whirler. I deserve to get Rigging Run? Wow, good point. Assuming they don't have Chain Whirler, or else they would have cast it, but it's possible that in the mirror you don't even cast Chain Whirler unless it's killing a 1 toughness guys, just because it's so likely that your opponent has a burn spell. Oh, obviously now they have no cards in hand, so I'm going to play it, but it's possible that if your opponent has a bunch of cards, you just want to sandbag the Chain Whirler. It's kind of bad to sandbag cards if you have Frenzy in your deck, though. Alright. I drew 1 Nest land, and I was on the draw, so I'm ahead. Hello. Yeah. Hashtag take the draw. I've been playing 13 lands red and I have 0 issues with not drawing mana or flooding out. I don't know, I just lost a game against white because I had 2 lands in my opening hand and never drew the 3rd one. Does the 13 land version even plays anything that costs more than 2? Oh, stop. Drawing lands is good when you have Frenzy in your deck. was gonna say this is gonna be fun when they just have Chain Whirler, but that was not what I meant to do. Why does this goblin look like a monkey? The Firebrand versus Firebrand standoff. We'll blink first. They might be worried I have a shock. I don't know. They might be worried I want to go blocked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're supposed to do with the Firebrands. Probably just nothing. Probably attack with Zavarunner and Goblin and keep Firebrand untapped. Also, I should have Lightning Strike on my turn if I was going to Lightning Strike. Oh well. Well, it's kind of obvious to have Lightning Strike. Let's see if we get wrecked. Just being very quiet, Johnny. There's just not much going on. This is probably not very good. Feels like a Frenzy or a Bust game because their cards got to be like so much higher impact than mine. Except for Frenzy. Oh, they're playing Steamkin. Oh, that was a good draw. Navarunner is like the best card in the deck, I think. That's best one drop. Enables Wizard's Lightning. If you could play like 12 Navarunner, the red deck would be unbeatable. Sad. Alright, well, I'm not drawing Frenzy, but at least I'm drawing old spells. It's a close one. I might get wrecked. Let's go. Let's go, Craig Wesco. Wow, this is probably the best card I could have drawn. What is it, like that or Frenzy? Maybe light up the stage is reasonable. Did I see West Coast deck? I did. West Coast decks are usually pretty good too. But definitely seems like it had some bad. He got paired against Tron in the feature match, right? Which is. Was it Tron? I think it was Tron. He got paired against something that seemed like a pretty bad matchup. It's pretty hard to say when you have one player in the field playing a deck if, you know, the deck is good or not. Not because he did poorly, that's not good. So they were playing mono red, basically, but was Zorita Goblin? Like a weird, I mean, I'm assuming they had a few other cards though. Seems like a weird card to splash for. Pretty rough not to draw a single light up the stage or frenzy. Wednesday Invitational at the end of the month. March 28th through 31st. Same. But different. Oh, look at these mods. Top tier mod. It's a pretty tricky one. Probably getting Shade Warrior next turn. I think I still have to play Yashino and just hope they don't have it. I think line up the stage just too awkward at this point. I got 2 cards deeper, I guess. Not big of a deal. That's kind of a big deal. Good boots. The sorcery speed in case they have Collision Colossus. I was promised some wins with mono red. Apparently I was lied to. It's an interview I did. The link Johnny just shared. Interview I did was an old friend. Someone just tweeted back at me, if you need some malware to make your open and get DQs, HMU for good rates. Oh, let's see Levy's list. Phoenix. I feel like I'm getting exploited here. I feel like people are ready for mono res. My grandma is pretty good at downloading malware. Yeah. My Skype friends apparently are pretty good too. Every time I log on Skype, like once every 6 months for X or Y reason, I have a bunch of messages with that like a link or whatever. Like that virus link. Just have to take it, hope they have nothing, and hope I just kill them on my turn. Alright. I mean, I wasn't winning that game either way. They killed my runway.